Great day to be alive, people. Great day to be on two wheels. This is the video I want to come back to and watch when it's 38, no, 38 and maybe rainy. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could ride. This is the video I'd watch.
Hello and welcome back to the Loose Juice channel. Today, it's a beautiful Saturday. Just did a couple maintenance things and secrets, out on laying my cards out on the table. I was just out riding it, but I just did front brake pads. Maybe I'll pop in a picture of what they look like. Yeah, those were really bad. Way overdue on doing those. So I got it done. And then also, if you aren't a Patreon, you don't know that this sucker is a replacement. I just installed this because the last one I just had, I was on a bumpy road and it just done rattled off, smacked me in the face. But we're all good. The reason I actually just came back is interesting, so let's get into that. Okay, so one of the reasons I just came back, and I know Steve, he's already very well aware of this issue with his gloves, the golden glove. I think he's already working on a redesign. But one thing, the touch material worn off, but just today I just noticed I got a big old hole. So unfortunately I had to come back home, get a different set of gloves. These have served me well, but I'd rather have something, where my finger isn't sticking out of it. So I know he's already aware of it. He's gonna fix this stitch, but thought I'd include it in the video, just transparency's sake. I got these for free through Rainy Rider, actually, but I guess I'm, supposed to be one of those people that gives feedback. So there it is. So the other reason I had to come back in, or maybe you can hear me. Yeah, so the other reason I had to come back in is because my windshield is covered in bugs, and I don't know, maybe grease from being in the kitchen while I was cooking. I don't know. I'm gonna clean that up and we're gonna hit the road again. Cool?
All right, so we're back on the road. I got my gloves swapped out. I went back to an old pair of Odins that I have. I do really like these gloves. I know, I'm good friends with Steve. He's given me free products, but I've had these for a few years at this point. They're perforated, which is really nice on a day like today. The golden gloves are not perforated, so these naturally will breathe better, but I can already tell you, fits like an old glove. I'm not gonna get into which company is better at making gloves. Let's just park that right there. Anywho, but yes, I got my windshield done, cleaned up rather, back on the road. So I mentioned earlier at the beginning that I just did my front brake pads, and obviously they were really bad. But I had a question I guess I was thinking of asking you all, and you put it down in the comments below. What is your break-in procedure for pads look like? Or if you just do pads, or do you do pads and rotors? I don't typically think you need to do rotors every time you do pads, but this was my first time doing pads on Harley touring. And I noticed between both sides, they were wearing a little different, depending on, the left side rotor was wearing way worse than the right side, but actually the pads on the left side were almost down to metal. I really fucked up there. So, I don't know. Give me your thoughts. What do you do for break-in procedure? I'll tell you, I did it off camera because I didn't really want to record in case something went terribly wrong and I wrecked the bike. But, you're supposed to do everything as content, but I don't know. Some things I just be a little apprehensive about. But yeah, I wore in the brake pads. So I think what I was doing, maybe I can just do it for you all here. I started off pretty slow. God, what it might have even been in first gear. I was just getting going, so I get going, get up to about 20, 25, and then mash the brakes, but progressively, not stab them, and then just, brake. And then I get a little bit faster, grab second, get up to 40, and then brake. And at no point am I really applying full on pressure because I don't want to lay it down. I know it's got ABS, but this ABS system is kind of, I don't know if I trust it, and I don't want to wreck my bike. But yeah, I just lay in the brakes a little bit and just the front brake. just because we need to wear in the pads. So I did that at like 20, 40, 60, 70-ish. I didn't ever come to a complete stop. I don't know. What's your preferred way to do it? And let me know down below. Appreciate it. So other than the brakes and doing this windshield thing, which I'm curious how this is going to look on video now, because this one is actually, so far I'm liking it better. I haven't been on the highway with it. Maybe I'll pop onto some highway real quick. I'm not. I need to go a different way for that, so it might be later in the video, but I'm sure I can get some highway speeds. Oh, watch out for them clippings, bro. Watch out for them clippings. God bless.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But do you guys rock any, I mean, especially for you taller guys, do you like tall windshield? Do you like tall windshield with an extension? That's just pretty much what I've got. With this windshield, I get buffeting pretty bad. It's pretty gnarly if I don't have the extension. This helps a little bit. You know, it's supposed to put it at, you know, a buffer of air above, up and over your head. And actually, if you do a tall enough extension or windshield, the wind will actually whip you in the back of your head, believe it or not. So I think this is kind of a unique thing for bikes without fairings that have a windshield. So Road King is a great example. Like a Heritage Softail or Softail Deluxe. And then, I don't know what the Indian equivalent is. I know they make a bike that has, like, comes with a windshield. But not having, you know, the other, whatever, I was going to say plastic. I don't know what the fairings are made out of necessarily, but I like this look. I like a Road King, obviously. That's why I've got one. But that additional fairing wrap around the handlebars and kind of a lower part of it, I think it flows air a little bit better, to be honest. But maybe too much for me. I don't know. What do y'all prefer? So, I'm out in the orchards today, obviously. This is not terribly far from my house. I know you guys have probably seen this area fairly often in my videos, but the reason that's the case is because it's super pretty and it's just, you know, it's springtime in the orchards. What more could you want for this part of Michigan and riding in this part of Michigan? Really pretty. Really not hauling ass on these back roads though, because the farmers and the workers are out. Actually, I haven't seen them, but usually they're out working in the sun, putting in the work so we can all have oranges, peaches, peaches, cherries, what else? Apples. I think those are the big ones around here. Blueberries, lots of blueberries too. But yeah, I know that they're out on the roads sometimes with their trucks and whatnot, so I'm just cruising. Great day to be alive, people. Great day to be on two wheels. This is the video I want to come back to and watch when it's 38 and maybe rainy. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could ride. This is the video I'd watch. Just awesome weather. It's in the, I think, like mid 70s, maybe upper 70s, but the sun makes it feel pretty warm. That's your weather report. Pretty excited for the end of this month. I don't know when this video will come out. Maybe I'll put it up today when I get back from riding. We got our trip to Hale in June. Really looking forward to that. Like to get some good riding in. I'm overdue for a trip on the bike, like I mentioned in the last video, so definitely ready. So yeah, this would be a little bit more highway speeds. We're at like 65 right now. Ideally, I'd love to be able to get up to like 80, get a good sense of how bad buffeting is. Or this is adjustable. I can go up with it, but it actually is almost too tall even for me. I was thinking about it earlier when I was riding. I had it all the way up, and this thing's a little crooked. I installed it a little wonky. Am I going to fix it? Probably not. I do like this. Ultimately, I think I just need a taller windshield, or get one of those windshields that has a little bit of a back curl, so if you can curl it forward, I think that would help create a little bit better of an air barrier to get the wind up and over my head. I'm a big feller. A lot of wind to get up and over. I could feel a little bit of buffeting, but yeah, I don't know. This kind of sucks, actually. Damn it. Once I can get to a point where I can adjust it up, maybe I'll do that. Or maybe I'll just let it be for now. That's also fine. Oh man, somebody lost their shirt. Let's just say, I don't know what that was. That'll happen. You'll have that on them big jobs. Oh, there's the jacket from where the shirt was. I think I've maybe recorded this ride out this way a little bit. I don't know. Over towards the Sister Lakes region of, I think we're in Dowagiac, is the proper vernacular. There's a really pretty road. A couple twisties around the lake. Oh, Aaron texted me. Now I'm going to fucking blur it so you don't know his last name. God damn it, Aaron. I did learn that new trick on how to, I don't know if you noticed it on my last video. I had a phone call coming in and I couldn't show the number. But I did learn how to do the blur effect in DaVinci. Very, very neat. Very high-tech stuff for a product that's free. I like it. I likes it a lot. More clothing. Damn, somebody is just losing all their clothes. You know what? I bet it's somebody with a boat. They just like, oh, I'm just going to throw it in the boat. And then it all flies off on the way to the lake. Well, that's a clue. Piecing it together. We got the fast boys. Them fellers might actually been in a club. I don't know. I had to take a look at the footage, but I think I might have saw a cut. I know there's a couple clubs in this area. One of them's a law enforcement motorcycle club. No comment. I won't comment on the club, I guess is maybe what I'm saying. I have family history of people in law enforcement, but that ain't it, Chief. Being a LEMC, I don't know, man. Seems a little bit hypocritical. Why not be an RC? So I guess I am commenting on it. Why you gotta be the MC, be all a tough guy, outlaw biker look, but then be like, we're also the law. It's a little weird, man. Little weird. This guy is hauling the freaking stuff. I don't know what he's got up there, but it's heavy. He's got his Dodge. Oh, I just rode right over that. Why didn't I swerve? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't know if you saw that. There was like a possum or something squished in the road. The old road king stomped right over it. God bless America. And we got all kinds of trees and stuff. Sunshine. And there's a lake. One of the lakes. I don't remember. Yeah, so this is it's a chain of lakes, or not, maybe not a chain, but there's a grouping of lakes called Sister Lakes. Welcome to Sister Lakes. That is Round Lake over there, I believe. I don't know. I'll learn the other names of the other lakes in this area. I'm still new here, you know? Gosh darn, I've only lived in Michigan for about 2.5 years at this point. Shit always makes me nervous when people are coming off the lake. I have a boat. I've been on a lake. I know the kind of people that are at the lake. Some people like to party a little too hard, if you know what I mean, and then they don't care about driving afterwards. Not saying those people, oh my gosh, that is sharp. Not saying those people are doing that, but always a little bit on a higher alert around the lake, but this is where the good roads are. So it might be a slow cruise, but it'll be a good cruise. So the other thing, one of the reasons I came by this way, and I didn't even think about it until just now, but a couple weeks ago, there was a pretty nasty set of storms, and if you heard, like, there was a big ass, might have made the news, Kalamazoo had a pretty nasty tornado, but we're not into Kalamazoo. That's another, like, 20 minutes away, but this place, yeah, it was a roller rink that, through that storm, it got struck by lightning, burned down. They're actually out there right now cleaning it up. So, sucks so bad. I don't know if it was still an active roller rink. I'd have to assume so. This is a nice, popular area. I need to try this place. It's called The Strand. Looks like a nice place to come out and have a little beverage and enjoy the lake views. I love a lake town. It's a party. Party all the time. And you don't want to come over and help me fix up my boat so we can go out boating, please hit me up. Especially if you know what you're doing with boats. Outboard motors. I got a 1974 Chrysler. What the hell is this? Sport Satellite, I think is what it's called. She's a real beaut. Yeah, I've neglected the damn thing. I won't lie. It's the lower unit on the outboard leaks oil like a sieve. So you pretty much have to fill it every time you go out. And yeah, there's, got to worry about putting oil in the water, I guess. It's a two-stroke, though, so it was always going to be putting a little bit of oil in the water. I don't know. Do you see what I mean? Just a nice, pretty area. I'm not going crazy fast. Like I said, I'm a man of my word sometimes, most of the times. I just like to get out, cruise, that's all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Couple twistums. Watch out for that grabble. That'll get you. God bless. The only thing I do not like about this particular way I've gone around these lakes, and I kind of already alluded to it, but just because we're in Michigan and there's all kinds of sand and gravel, all the roadsides are sand and gravel, and so you really, really got to be careful in the corners. Just really speaking to any of you that end up coming out my way, we go out this way, like, I can't stress it enough, like, just take it easy in the corners. There's really no, it's no contest. I know it's fun to go fast in the corners, but out here, you'll end up eating asphalt, and it ain't gonna be a fun day, a fun weekend. I say that, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of gravel, but I know it's out here. I've ridden this way a few other times. So, sometimes I go that way, sometimes I go this way. I go any way I feel.
Bruh.
Not like that. God damn it. There's that gravel. That's pretty rough too. Yeah, that shit'll put you down, dude. Be careful. You guys out there doing yard work? That's what I should be doing. No, I shouldn't. I should be out riding my fucking motorcycle, and that's precisely what I'm doing. So that's what I'm gonna do. Side rant. I originally lived in Indiana, and I think I've talked about this a little bit in part, but one of the reasons I like living up here in Michigan more better than down there in Indiana, we have a lot of the same stuff, but in some ways we don't. And I, being not a country boy, but an admirer of country things, I just enjoy seeing the different types of orchards and fields that are up here in Michigan. Down in Indiana, I feel like 80% of the state is farm field that's either soy or corn. And that's about it. I don't know. Anybody else from Indiana? Come correct me if you feel like you have to, but I lived there most of my life. And now I've moved up here and I don't regret it.
Because if you're going to be out riding, a little bit of variety is the spice of life. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Out cranking hogs in nature. I've been seeing a lot more of the... I don't know if you guys have heard about the... there's a group called... Oh gosh, what's it called? Hog Crankers Against Grass Clippings. There's a new meme going on. I sound like an old guy now. I'm like, oh, there's this new meme I found on the face about how, did you know that cranking hogs also means beating your wiener? Like, yeah, Yeah, I know it has double meaning, but I say it anyways because I like to crank my hog like I'm doing right now. So don't be weird about it. It's just a dumb joke. It'll phase out like everything else, right? Real brother types get real upset about having fun on a motorcycle. I don't get it. Don't take yourself so seriously, is my opinion. Wow, that's a lot of gravel right there. Shit. It's a day ruiner. Maybe the other thing I want to talk about, I got a comment on when I did the Road Glide test ride, and I made a comment about how I thought, and I still feel this way, that stock Harley and Milwaukee 8s, not that they lack in power or capability, but they need a cam and exhaust pipes for it to be what I would want from a motorcycle. And I had this older gentleman leave a comment. It wasn't mean-spirited. He's like, I just genuinely want to know, like, how do you justify sacrificing dependability, quote unquote, with putting down miles if you really enjoy riding? Like, I guess his point is, why are you ruining your bike? And if you've ridden Harley, especially pre-Milwaukee 8, you get, I don't know, I just feel like it's a lot more apparent when you've ridden one. Like the vibrations, the rumble, everything that really is on brand for what you think of Harley Davidson, even dating back to like original Harley Davidson. They've always had just a gallop, depending on which motor, obviously, but I just don't think that the Milwaukee 8 motor in its stock form with stock pipes, it doesn't give me the fizz. I don't know, that's a Top Gear reference. If you know it, you know it. So yes, I would technically sacrifice dependability by putting in a little bit more aggressive of a cam. And I mean, most certainly, and a full exhaust system, they're so quiet. Like, why would you get a Harley that's quiet? If you want dependability and fast, go buy a Honda. Go buy a Kawasaki. Go buy anything that is known for being dependable. If you want to be on a Harley that makes a loud noise and is of questionable quality long term, then I mean, that you have to accept that, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, yeah, this bike is already broken down on me, man. I don't think that guy had been around on the channel long enough to know, like, it's not a question of like if a Harley will break down. It's when. And so I would challenge the assertion that a stock Harley, which I know I don't have a stock Harley, but I would challenge the assertion that a stock Harley is somehow a dependable vehicle. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm totally off base, but if you want dependable, go buy a Honda. And I'm not knocking Hondas at all. I would love to tour on a Goldwing, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's like purpose built to do long distance touring, be reliable. You don't even need to bring a toolkit. Most people don't. If something goes wrong, that, you know what, you're a rarity. The exception rather than the rule. I just feel like touring on anything pre Milwaukee 8 Harley, I don't know, it just feels like you always got to be prepared. I hope that I didn't rustle too many jimmies. Rustle too many feathers. I don't know. I'm struggling to word right now. I'm not knocking your ride. I'm just telling you why I like mine. It's not that big of a deal. Difference of opinions. Doesn't make me cooler inherently to ride a Harley Davidson that sounds loud and has a cam and exhaust and does typical Harley things. That's just what I like out of my riding experience. So if you want to be real hog cranker, be a real hog cranker. If you want a dependable bike, in my opinion, maybe Harley isn't for you. But what do I know? And on that bombshell, I'm gonna end up scooting around town a little bit more. Ooh, there's that Blazer again. That is real nice. Real nice. Anywho's, I appreciate you. If you stuck around this long, do me a favor, go ahead, hit like. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. I am so close to 400 subscribers. I know I've been slacking a little bit on the regular content. There was a point in time where I was making a video every week. I just don't have the mental capacity to do that. So I make videos when I feel like it, and I've really been enjoying doing that. I make better content when I don't feel like I just have to do something every week. It's better algorithmically to do a video routinely, but despite what I just said about wanting 400 subs, I'm really not a numbers chaser like that. I think it'd be neat. My goal last year was to get to 500. Didn't hit that. I'm not upset. It's all right. All right. Thanks for hanging in there. Smash like, subscribe, and most importantly, keep it juice.